Today, I'll step back here. Right, hi everyone. We'll start that again. Welcome to Wind Down Wednesday. I have a mat and I have my wine here. I'm about to sneeze, but that's gone. So I'm in the house today, different setup, because the husband's out, but the children are in bed. So hopefully we can have a nice half an hour without any interruptions, but you never know. This is live television, so the children are asleep and the dog's in her room. So hopefully we'll have half an hour uninterrupted Pilates. So come and join me. Got the arch table just in the off camera on my Instagram, but just in camera there. Just ignore the mess that you can see in the background. Okay, so welcome if this is your first time with Wind Down Wednesday. We do like a half an hour Pilates blitz and then we toast midweek survival. Gonna be honest, haven't planned this one today, so we're just gonna go with it. I think we'll feel a bit like not demotivated but a little bit tired. And so I think we'll just maybe just a bit more chilled stuff, but we'll still work hard. And we're actually going to start standing because my challenge this week is to look at all my past challenges of the week and give some of them a go. And actually myself this morning, I wanted to do like a full workout, but I didn't get time. But I did my low impact, it's like not even 10 minutes, 7 minutes or something. So I thought we'll do a little bit of that to start warming up and then we'll just see how I feel because I haven't really planned it. So we're going to come and stand up. I'm just going to adjust this camera over here a little bit. That's the only problem with me standing up. So hopefully you can see me there. Okay, so let's get going. Let's just really think about our standing posture. Sorry, I'm just going to pop you up again a little bit there. Hopefully you can hear me okay. Our standing posture. So often what I say to people, focus on sideways here, just to take your weight forward and back. Over your toes. So if you're just stood in a queue or just find yourself standing chatting, often just take your focus to how you're standing, and just by taking your weight forward over your toes and backwards over your heels, then sometimes we can just really adjust where we are. Maybe we're throwing our weight really far back or standing really far forward. So always just start with that, just taking that weight forward and back. Have your feet hip width apart. Look at your toes. Are they turning out or are they kind of pointing forward? They should be pointing forward quite often, especially if we recently had children, even our legs turn out like this. So try and have the toes pointing forward. And then just dropping the tailbone down. So by this, I don't mean tucking the bottom underneath you. If you know that you kind of have a tendency to arch into your back, try to kind of just drop the tailbone down to have a sense of heaviness through the back of the pelvis and open up into the front of the hips there, okay? And drawing up through the tummy, softening the ribs, and then just relax the shoulders and have a little bit of gap underneath your armpits, and your back of your neck should be nice and long. So we shouldn't be having like sticking our chin forward or dropping the chin down. Just have a sense of ears away from your shoulders and relax the shoulders. And that's just standing. There's quite a lot to think about, but really important. Make sure the knees are off lock as well, okay? So have that beautiful standing posture. Imagine that you're stood up against a wall. I want you to bend your knees, so your knees go directly over your toes, and stretch. So don't bend forward, okay? Keep your shoulders and your hips stacked. So you are sliding down an imaginary wall. Now, you might not bend your knees very far. You might literally just bend them a little way. So try to just maintain that spine. Yeah, nice long spine, and don't flex forward here. Draw the navel in, okay, because then we're going to go up onto our toes. So we're bending the knees and stretching, and we're pressing the toes down into the floor. So we bend and stretch and rise and lower. If I turn to face you, my knees are over my toes, so don't knock the knees together, yeah? So bend and stretch and rise and lower. So So I'm going to turn to face this way, tailbones dropping down. And navel, pull the navel in and send those toes down. So bend, stretch, rise, lower. So just really nice to get some work into the ankles, okay, into the calves. And there's a little sort of pump in your calf. If you walk, if you move your calf in this sort of way, or just some ankle circles, you're kind of emulating walking, and then it starts to pump the blood around your body. So if you're stood and you ever feel a little bit lightheaded, you could do this exercise, or you could just walk through your feet, yeah? So maybe we'll do some of these. I told you I'm impromptu tonight, so maybe just take some little like pony trots through the feet. So you're stretching those feet, just try not to wiggle into the hips. So keeping your hips and pelvis nice and still. Okay, give those legs a little shake. So from there, you can take one foot forward, 1 foot back. And again, taking that idea of sliding down a wall, keep your shoulders, ribs and hips connected. And you know what's coming, but there are single leg squats. So you're coming down and you're stretching up and squeeze into the bottom. Bend down and stretching up. Okay, now you don't have to take your knee all the way down to the floor. You can just go halfway. Okay, but if you can come all the way down and all the way up. Again, don't bend forward. Keep the shoulders and ribs and hips connected. Bending down, stretching up. I'm getting a bit warm now because I turned the heating up and now I'm hot. Because I was cold earlier because it wasn't on. So draw the tummy in. Now on my challenge of the week, this is low impact. We do this for about a minute. Okay, but I haven't got my timer on me. So about 20, try to do, okay? But there's no point doing squats and things if you've not got the form correct. So the knees go over the toes. Don't take the weight forward. Keep the weight down. Keep your shoulders, ribs and hips connected. So I've totally lost count, but let's just do a couple more. We'll just feel our way with this one, and then we'll switch over, okay? So take quite a wide stance, okay? Don't have it too narrow. Pop your hands onto your hips if that helps. Hold on to something if you need to as well. Bending and stretching. Push into the front of that leg and squeeze into the bottom at the back there. And don't forget to draw the tummy in. Always work in the core. You don't have to be just doing tummy work to work in the core. It's working all the time. Okay, shoulders back, chin lifted, bend and stretch. And keep breathing. Let's do about 6 more. 6, keep breathing. 5 and 4 and 3 and 2 more. And last one there. So hopefully that's got you a little bit warmer. It's woken you up on Wednesday night. So from there, we're going to do some roll downs. Come up against that imaginary wall. Find that standing position. Take your chin towards your chest and start to peel your back off that imaginary wall. So you're coming all the way down. And then give your head and your shoulders a little shake at the bottom. Get rid of any tension. And then exhale, draw your navel in and rolling up. Slowly, 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 slowly. Head is the last thing to arrive. So the head comes forward. Imprint your spine into that imaginary wall, peeling your back off, all the way down, all the way down, all the way down. Feel free to give your head a little shake at the bottom. Breathe in, exhale. Navel to spine. It's really important to draw your navel to spine so you're supporting into that back and rolling all the way up. Hello, if you are joining, come and join us. Welcome, it is Wind Down Wednesday. And we are winding down and we're just taking some time to connect into our body, just to empty the mind of any worries, any tension. And these roll downs are fantastic for absolutely everybody, okay? And you might just want to go halfway, okay, if that feels okay, and coming all the way back up again. But if you can, go all the way down And just don't be afraid to move that spine. Just get the spine moving. Okay, press those heels down into the floor. One little thing I want you to check. When you roll down, don't sit back into your heels. It's really common. And then you get a big stretch into your hamstrings. So take the weight forward. When you're down here, you should be able to lift your heels and your toes. Okay? So just check that. Let's just do 2 more, everybody. And hopefully, I hope that feels really nice. Just to really connect into your back. Keep breathing. Try to exhale on the way up. Breathe in and exhale on the way down. Breathe in at the bottom and exhale on the way up. Really draw the navel in. And then this time, if you've got a mat or wherever you are, just take a step back. And I'm just going to adjust my camera over here. Because I'm coming down to the floor. Okay, mind the wine, very important. We're going to take a roll down, all the way down, all the way down, all the way down, all the way down. And then we're going to walk our hands and our knees to a what we call tabletop position. Okay, so I'm going to shift back a little bit myself. Okay, so from there, hopefully feel a little bit warmer. Let's come into some cat. So sticking the bottom out, okay? When we're in this position, I don't want you to have a flat back, because if you've got a flat back, then you've tilted your pelvis out of neutral. So when you're in this position, almost just stick your bottom out, okay? Take a breath in, then draw the pelvic floor and draw the navel, and then really tuck from the base of the spine and draw everything all the way up and have a lovely stretch at the top. And then exhale to come out of that movement and into an extended cat if that feels okay. If you're crunching into the lower back, don't do it if that doesn't feel nice. Tuck from the base of the spine and really draw the navel up. Breathe into that stretch. Exhale to come all the way out. Breathing in. Exhale. Let's really work with the breath tonight. Breathing in. Exhale. Breathing in to hold. Exhale to move. Breathe in to hold. Exhale to move. 2 more. Inhale to hold. Exhale, navel to spine to move. Breathing in. Exhale. Tuck the toes underneath you. Draw the tummy all the way up from the mat. A little bend into the elbows. You're going to lift and you're going to hover those knees off the floor. We're going to count 5, 4, keep breathing, 3, 2, 1. You're going to pop the knees back down, take a breath, and then again, engage the center, lift and hover. 5, keep breathing, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then pop the knees back down, and again, breathing in, exhale, 5, breathe in, 4, breathe out, 3, 2, 1, and pop the knees down. Take a breath in, one more time, exhale, and hold. This time, just see if you can hold it a little bit longer. So push your hands into the floor, lift the belly up and away from the mat or the floor, and hold it here. Keep holding, hold it a little bit longer. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pop the knees down. To sit back into a kneeling position and then rotate the wrists there. Okay, good. My heart's raised a little bit. Feel a bit warmer. Well done. So from there, I don't do that one on my lower back actually, but I do the next one. So the next one, we're going to do some press-ups, narrow press-ups. But what I want us to do, unless you absolutely want to, and you can do them without your knees on the floor, but narrow press-ups, you're going to keep your elbows really tucked in, so you're really working the triceps. Okay, you come into your 4-point kneeling, so you'll set up properly. And then I want you to, what do I want you to do? Take your knees back a little bit actually, and then I want you to kind of cross your ankles over, and so you're on your knees, yeah? And you can go a little bit further actually, out, sorry, here. But I want you to keep your elbows tucked in and that you come down and that you're pushing here, yeah? So you're not kind of pushing your elbows out, but you're drawing the tummy up away from the mat, but your feet are lifted. You absolutely can do a full press up here if you so wish. I'm not going to. So we're going to do 10 of these. So we're going to come down and up, but keep those elbows tucked in, draw the navel in. 9, keep breathing. 8, 7. So it's all about the form. 6, draw the navel up. 5, and 4, and 3, 2 more, 2, and last one, and up. Good, so quite hard work when you're doing it properly. Widen the knees, sit your hips back and have a little stretch and have a little rest. Ooh, have a little rotation of your wrists. Okay, breathing in here and breathing out. So you come into a stretch, walk your hands forward a little bit and really breathe into that stretch there, okay? Breathing in and breathing out. And just take 2 more breaths there. Okay, keep going, just a couple more breaths. I was just checking my little messages over here, so I thought I could start to read them. My hair has got long, Axella, I know. Okay, cool. Right, 2 more breaths, or 1 more breath, sorry. That's what happens in lockdown. My hair, yeah, no. Shoved my hairband in today and gone au naturel today. Right, good. What do we want to do next? Let's come and lie down on our backs. Yes, let's do that. They're like, yes, let's do that. Okay, right, so I was going to do some side stuff, but actually it might be a bit tricky on my setup today. So let's come and lie on our backs, everybody. Okay, make sure you can see me. Okay, good. I'm a bit wonky actually. I'm half on my rug and half on my mat. Out of my comfort zone in my lovely studio. So have your feet hip width apart. And let's just take some pelvic tilts into our back or into our pelvis, a little massage into our back. So imagine you've got that marble into your belly button and just softly send your pubic bone down towards your toes and then imprint your spine into your back. Just tilting a little bit there. Keep your knees nice and still. Okay, let's take your arms up to what we call a shoulder drop position. So your palms are facing each other. Both arms, breathe in, reach your fingertips up and exhale to drop them down. Breathe in, really reach everything up, exhale to drop them down. So you're really peeling your shoulders off the mat, exhale and really drop them down. Let's do 4 more, reaching up, breathing in, exhale, down. And again, breathing in, reaching up, exhale, drop down. 2 more, breathing in, really reach up, 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 exhale and down. And the last one, reaching up, exhale to drop them down. From there, take your arms down by your side and I'm going to start to come into our double knee fold. So you're bringing one leg up, followed by the other, and down and down. If you know that you need to stick to single knee folds, just one and then the other, then please stick to single knee folds. If you're okay with doubles, you come up, you draw that tummy in and you join the other leg up and you come down and down. So you're coming up, up, down, down. Really softly coming down with those legs because you're controlling, you're building your strength as you're coming down. Now, what I would like you to try and do is to bring your arms back by your ears. Okay, so you're reaching back behind you. And this is much more challenging for your core. So you've got to really soften into the ribs and draw into the navel. And just find your breath here, breathing in, breathing out. Up, up, down, down. Up, up, down, down. Really work for that treat at the end. So draw the tummies in, reach those arms right the way back behind you. And then come into a double or a single knee fold, keep the arms where they are. And we're going to do toe taps. So really important here to send your toes away from you. Okay, no movement at the knee. If you're hinging at the knee, you're not really working into that thigh, into that hip joint and working that core. So send those toes away, away, away. Exhale. Okay, good. Let's do 5, 4, 3. Keep reaching those arms. 2. And last one. 1. Hug the knees in towards the chest and have a little roll there into your spine. From there, we're going to curl up. And we're going to draw the right knee towards us, send the left leg away and turn those legs out. And we're going to change and change. So we're really drawing those legs in. Really get a lovely stretch into those hips. Curl up a bit more if you can. Breathing out. And out. And out. And out. Good. Curl up a bit more. Chin towards your chest. Navel to spine. If you need to, take a hand behind the head for any tension into the neck, or keep the head and neck down. Okay, everyone, keep reaching away. Away. You can keep the legs a bit higher if that helps. Drawing in, really draw that leg in and in and in. And we're going to have 5 and 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. And come all the way down and just roll the head from left to right. Oh, to rid any tension that just accumulated into the neck. And let's just take the legs down one at a time. Take the hands back behind your head for our curl ups. So keep the elbows slightly forward, okay? And really draw into the navel and send the pubic bone down towards the toes. So when you curl up and you lift your head and your shoulders off the mat, don't lift that bottom. Keep the pubic bone down. Okay, curling up, navel in, breathe in to come down. Exhale, navel in to come up. Inhale, down, and up, and down. The head needs to be really heavy into your hands. Okay, drawing the tummy in and curling up. Inhale to come down. Exhale to come up. Inhale to come down. Do not cheat. Don't lift the bottom. Keep that little gap in your lower back as you come up. It's really important, okay? If you want to, on the next one, curl up. Reach one arm away and the second arm away. Back behind the head, and down. Exhale, curling up. Reach one arm, reach the second arm. Back behind the head, and down. 3 more. Up. Reach, keep reaching, curl up a bit more, back behind the head, and down. 2 more, curling up, reach, and back behind the head, and down. 1 more, curling up, reach, and back behind the head, and down. Take a full body stretch, so stretch the legs out, stretch the arms up, and just enjoy a lovely full body stretch from there. And we're going to try and roll up. If we find that really tricky, then just roll onto your side and come to sitting. Otherwise, you take your hands up above your chest, your chin comes to your chest, and we're going to reach up, and we're going to try and come all the way up. And if you enjoyed that, you can come back down again, just a couple of times. So you're tucking the pelvis underneath you, chin towards your chest, navel to spine, and you come all the way down. If you find these really difficult, then we can just do halves. So you can flex your toes. If you flex your toes and push sort of everything away from you, curling up to sitting here, okay? So we're going to do a couple of those. If that's really impossible for you, because it can be, for many reasons, then you can just do some half rollbacks. So just find that biting point and then curling up, yeah? Otherwise, you're going to roll off of those sit bones to tuck everything underneath you, draw the belly in, and you're going to roll down bits by bits by bits by bit by bit. Come all the way back, breathing in, then breathing out, chin to chest. This is just a curl up. Imagine your hands are behind your head. And then you just need a bit more stretch and those fingers curling up to sitting. Yeah, it's a bit of fun, isn't it? Let's just do 2 more. It's either half roll backs and then coming all the way up, or full roll back all the way down, 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 down. Reach the arms back behind you. Whoop, chair in the way. And then up, 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 up. In theory, it should be nice and smooth without the yanking at the end. But, and if you have a TheraBand, like a stretchy band, a resistant band, then they can be really brilliant to help with this one. But it's really lovely for your spine, very good for your core as well. Good, so come up to sitting, just checking kind of perfect. Because very quickly, take a drink. I'm going to drink my water and save my wine for a moment. Okay, so come to sitting for me. And let's have your feet in this kind of long frog position here. I'm going to sit back a little bit so you can see me properly. So sitting right on top of your sit bones, remember, up here. So we're not slouching and we're not overstretching. So the shoulders are back over your ribs and your hips here, okay? We'll just come this way. And draw the knees up a little bit if they are needed. Welcome to anybody that is joining us for the last 5 minutes. Come and join us. And if you like the look of it, then just catch it up another time. So the arm floats up and we're going to a lovely side reach. So my weight is going into this hand. Again, I'm taking it away from you as well. And really reach that arm. My top arm is straight. It's not bent. It's straight. Push to come up. Float it down. So it's a straight arm, and then it's up and over. So many things can go wrong in a side stretch, which is fine. I think we need to remember it's for the spine and nothing to do with the arm. The arm's here to help with the stretch. Leave the arm alone now and just move the spine. Yeah, just move it sideways. Keep the head forward and take the weight into the opposite side. And really enjoy that stretch, and then draw navel to spine and feel the obliques, these side muscles working to bring you back up again. Just quite a lot that can go wrong. Don't try not to lift that side and breathe in, stretch. Okay, then for the last couple, we can do double. So don't go as far. If you feel able to, reach the bottom arm. Yes, you can really feel that much more in those obliques. So reaching up and over, don't go too far, reaching away, and really kind of reach away and up, float the arms down. Yeah, that's just a choice for you to take or not. Don't fall over, but you can really feel that working a bit more sort of strongly, yeah, a little bit more dramatically. And then breathe in, and reaching up and open. One more to either side. So if you are catching this up, or you think, oh, this looks good, but I've missed it, or those of you that I know some of you can check do this like the following morning, but with tea, not wine, then you can always do that. They're always uploaded onto my YouTube and my Instagram. I'm just going to turn over this way, but stay in that position for some spine stretch forward. So sitting up nice and tall, relax those shoulders. We've really worked into the spine today, which is nice. So just hopefully this feels quite nice and not too stiff, because all those roll down we did at the beginning. So breathing in, everyone's getting away. Exhale, roll your chin towards your chest and roll that spine off another imaginary wall. This time you can come forward, breathing in. And then exhale and really draw the tummy in and restack the base of the spine, okay? Stretching up. Breathing in, exhale, rolling forward and rolling all the way down. Breathing in and exhale to restack, to come all the way up. And one last time, take the head forward, rolling forward, breathing in, and restack all the way up. And then the last little thing we're going to do, just because I feel like we haven't done anything for the hips, are our zigzag legs. So I'm just going to find a bit of sliding floor, which I think would be my wooden floor here. So sitting up nice and tall. I'll have to do it this way actually, I think, so demonstrate it properly. Roll your legs out, okay, and then draw. I'm going to roll my mat up. Hang on a minute. Draw the legs up, and then turn them in to float them. Turn the legs in, the knees in. So the toes turn out. Draw everything up, and then turn the knees in. So you're rolling out, drawing up, and then turn the legs in. Yeah. This is really nice for your hips. Those of you that have done this with me before or do my classes, it's one of my faves. It's called zigzag legs. Really releasing this into the hips. If you're getting any niggles into your back or the pelvis, it releases into the hamstrings as well. It's just a really brilliant exercise for lots of reasons. If you're running a lot or walking a lot or sitting a lot, it's just really, really good for you. And even if you're doing none of those things, still really good for you. Then you can try and reverse it, so the knees are together, then you roll out, and then you come down. Roll together, up, out and down. And the idea is that you've got something that you can slide on and not stick your bum. So rolling in, up, out and down. Well done, everybody. Okay, give those legs a little shake. Good. And then just give those little ankles a little rotation, and I think that's pretty much our half an hour, which actually went super, super quickly. So it worked you a bit harder in places. Other places was a little bit just more about movement, about relaxing, and just sort of finding a way with a few things. So it doesn't always have to be 100 miles per hour when you're exercising. Find those moments to stretch, breathe and just connect into your body, excuse me, and relax, relax into those movements as well. So you can grab your wine or your tea or your hot chocolate or whatever your treat is, and say cheers to yourself on Wednesday. Those of you that are on like a school schedule, it's almost half term, which feels weird that like we kind of feel like we need it, even though we've not been doing things for so long. But anyway, I'm at that point. I think, yeah, we all need like a little bit of break, just a little break, not a big break. And yeah, one more week to go. So cheers, everybody. Just keep going. It's tough wherever you are watching this, because you could be anywhere. Allow yourself to kind of have days where you just feel a little bit rubbish or a little bit tired. That's okay, and then kind of get back on it and be thankful for kind of that the kids are at school for now. Yay! So cheers, everybody. Yum. Enjoy your wine. I'll bring it over here actually. And if you're on my YouTube, then give me a thumbs up, or if you subscribe to my YouTube channel, which is just Sasha's Dance and Pilates, then you get notifications when I upload things, which I haven't done properly for a while, but I'll try and get better at that. So cheers, everybody, and see you next week. Thank you for Instagram over there. Hi, everybody. Thank you so much. We're just going to end that one there. Going to see